Welcome to Mathology Teach. In this video, we will show how to set up your class to take advantage of the student and class formative assessment analytics dashboard. Under the Analytics tab, top right, you can find the Class Analytics and the Student Analytics. We'll have a closer look at those in a moment. Even though there are no student logins for Mathology Teach, it's important to set up a class in the Student Management section to be able to take full advantage of the included analytics. A new class can be set up simply by clicking on New Class and adding a name in the field here and submitting it. You may also choose to break your class up into subgroups and create a class list for each subgroup. All of your class lists will be found under this drop down here, and you can rename them at any time. All students in the class will be listed here and need to be entered by listing their first name, last name, display name, and selecting their grade. Students can be deleted and added at any time, and you can tick which of your class is your current class. Once your class lists are made, you can use the formative assessment rubrics and the class analytics. Let's have a quick look now. Here you'll see the class, and you can select any other class. Make sure to pick the correct grade level of the curriculum. You can filter by strand, and if you click on Curriculum View, you'll be able to see how much of the curriculum you have covered in all of these activities. The dashboard includes all of the activities completed with this class and gives you a progress check-in on your assessment. For instance, this first activity has 15 out of 18 of your students assessed. Let's take a closer look at what that means. Here is the assessment rubrics based on the learning progression and included in every one of the activities. As you're observing your class, you note that Henry is still counting rather than estimating. So you slide him onto this learning progression. As you keep observing the class, you notice that Stephanie is really guessing rather than estimating. But as you continue with the activity, you note that she is starting to make estimates, even though they're not close to 20. So you can move her along to that learning progression. If we click on here, you'll note that every time you move Stephanie along the progression, there is a timestamp, and you can also leave comments, which is really handy during reporting. From here, we can pop back to the analytics dashboard. Each of these grids here show how many of your students have been placed in each of the progression boxes. So here we moved Stephanie from the first one to the third one. So each of these grids shows the distribution of your class along the learning progressions for each of the activities. It's also possible to view your class by individual student progress. Here is Liam. I can pick any of the students of my class though. Here is Liam's progress through all of the activities completed so far this year. If I'd like to dig in a little bit further, I go to Details, and I can see the progression point that he was assessed at. And if I want to, I can also go back to the actual activity, and there is Liam here. Notice as well the next steps that are helpful for students who are struggling or might need some extension. For more information, please see the other Mathology Teach Getting Started videos.